This is my plan for the next 10 years. Well, 9 years now. Currently, I still am 25 years old. I will be 26 in March, by March 10th. And so this is my plan. This is my goal, guys, to sit here and grow my options portfolio, my main portfolio. So we got two plans, right? And this is what takes into these two plans. We both plans get 2% a month, right? Some month, guys, like, well, Ken, you already suck in this month because you got 1.72%. Guys, some months we get more than 2%. Some months we get less than 2%. As long as the average comes out to 2% at the end of the year, guys, I'm happy. I'm more than happy. So check this out. Now, we got a 10K a year plan. And so this is the 10K a year plan. And when you look on the left, you got the year, the start and end of that year, and the age that I'll be at that year. So in the beginning, if we did the 10K a year plan, January 1st of 2024 to 12/31/2024. All right, my birthday was in March. I was 24 in the beginning of that until March happened. Then I turned 25, right? So the started with 12,000 yearly margin, right? Because I do use margin, guys. 5,000, right? At 2% a month, that's $340, right? The yearly from that $340 will be $4,080 for the year, and we plan on, this is the 10K a year, adding $10,000, and this is what our account should roughly look at, $31,080, and then we go to the next year, and now we're at 31,000, right? So 12,000 plus, the 4,000, that's what, 16 plus the 10,000 that we're at 26,000, and that 26,000 plus the $5,000 of margin would be at 31,000, right? And so every year we're going to add $5,000 of margin. So this year we should be at 31,000 using $10,000 of margin. We should be getting $720 a month, right? Now, this is our bullish and extreme. The 10K a year is the bullish and extreme one, right? Now, my hopes is to get there, right? Eventually. We're not there yet. And as you keep on going down, you see, we're adding yearly margin, right? And let's just jump down to the bottom of this 35. Let's go to when we get to 100K. So let's jump down to when we get to 100K. So year 29, if we follow this plan to the T, guys, we follow it to the T, we'll get $120,000. Yearly margin will be $25,000. That a month, we should be making $2,500 monthly. And then for the year, we'll be making 30 grand a year. And then, roughly we'll, surpass 100K in that portfolio. But we're trading with 100, K at that point. So guys, that's good. I mean, to me, guys, I make $26,000. I mean, not 26. Guys, I wish I made 26,000. I make $2,600, $2,700 on average a month at my job. I don't get paid a whole lot, guys. I make $22.25 in a small cornfield town surrounded by corn. So guys, I'm not in some big city. I'm in a small town. I'm not making killer money. I just told you how much I make, guys, because I'm transparent and I really don't care what you guys know, as long as I'm giving you guys truth and knowledge, and a little bit of entertainment. So one day we will reach $26,000. Right now we haven't, but guys, I make about $2,700 a month. Okay, so let's jump to 35 years old. On the 10K a year plan, we jumped to 35. Now we're trading with 615,000. With a yearly margin of 55,000, and the monthly will be $12,400 a month. we'll be making $148,000, basically $149,000, and that'll be our total roughly at the end of the year. Guys, is this realistic? How realistic is that 10K a year for me, guys? That 10K a year for me, guys. I would say if I did I should reach the 10K a year plan. So far, right now, I'm behind. This past year in 2024, guys, it's just my company is not doing good at all. We're not doing good at all. I mean, overtime's been taken away, so I had to make cuts. In my own personal life, made a little bit of sacrifices, but that's not a big deal. So we made a little bit of sacrifices. We done what we needed to do. Can I still get that $833 a month? Yes. If not, we'll be close. We'll be close. So that's why I have plan number 2. And so plan number 2, guys, is actually very easy for me to get. So we'll be somewhere in between probably the first plan and then the second plan. So we'll be somewhere in between there. Very close though. So let's go to the second plan. And so still the same thing, still trying to get 2% a month. That's what I try to do, right? Get 2% a month. And then we look at, and it's the same thing on the left, right? And we start out the same. The only thing that really changes the yearly, how much money we add yearly. So every year we try to add $6,000, right? So how much is that a month? That's $500 a month. I can do that. Pretty easy. 10,000, that's $833, right? Can I do that? I can, but on certain months when emergencies happen, guys, I can't do it, realistically pretty consistent as much as I can, the $500 a month, guys. And that's just me being honest. So did we accomplish last year for the plan number 2? Yes, we have accomplished that plan. We are currently trading with, how much are we currently trading with? So we're currently trading with basically $27,000 in total. Roughly, we're at $27,000. So right now we are trading with $27,000, right? The margin up an extra 5K. What I plan on doing is taking profits of some of my companies, and enough to get us that 5K so we can still be on track. Currently, are we on track for 26? Yes, we're very close. But last year, guys, I wasn't able to add a whole bunch of money in last year, like I said. But we are very close, right? Very, very close. See, last year, guys, I started in the middle of 2024 doing options. So I was like, okay. Well, this year is kind of crap. And I was like, man, maybe we should go get a second job. And sitting here contemplating, guys, I'm just an average guy. I'm sitting here contemplating all this stuff. I was like, nah, bro, let's instead of go getting a second job, let's document, this story fund, this options trading portfolio, and let's see what comes about it, right? And so I want us to jump down to 29. So when we looked at 29 up here at the 10K, what we surpassed, now we're trading with $120,000 a month. But we go down to 29 right here, and we're still trading with 6 figures. So when I sat here, I was like, oh, I guess that's not that big of a deal, since, we're only trading with $17,000 more over here, and we're trading with $17,000 less down here at 29. Now, the monthly, we're still getting $2,160 versus over here, we're getting $2,500. And then for the year for that, we're getting $30K. And then for the year down here, we're only getting $25,000. So $25K. Is that still great, guys? That's still great. I mean, that's basically me coming out here and getting a second job pretty much. Like close, like when I mean like a second job, I mean close to almost a second full-time job pretty much, which is great. And that's what I kind of want this, this fund to turn into, eventually a second income, and then hopefully surpass my main income. And so, look, I want to compare 35 of this 10K a year strategy and 35 with this 6K a year strategy. So, right, 615 for the start with the yearly margin of 55K, we'll be getting 12,400, which will be the yearly of basically 150K a year, right? That's great. I can sit here, retire even with a family. If I stay around the rural areas of the United States, I can easily retire from that stuff. Now let's go down to the 6K a year monthly strategy. The 6K. Now let's go down to the 6K a year strategy for 35, right? Now 615,000 from the big dog plan to the little dog plan. Guys, there is a big difference. I'm saying 615,000 versus 445,000. That's a big difference. But we are still able to get $8,900 from a month, and we'll still be able to make $106,000 a year, right? So, will be nice making that 12,400 versus that 8,900. Of course, guys. Granted, we still have to pay taxes on this stuff. Granted that, but it's a nice plan. It's a nice plan. It's just a nice strategy. It's like, okay, can you always get 2% a month? I hope so. If not, guys, what's the big deal? We might get 1.5%. Like, guys, like January so far in this whole entire journey for me, January has been my worst month at 1.5%. And we didn't even get at 1.5%. We're at like 1.72%. We're close to 2% as it is already. So it's not that bad. Realistically, I think I got the 6K a year strategy in the bag. But stuff does happen. I am still trying to be a dog and still trying to get that 10K a year plan done. But some years I might fall short. Some years I might surpass that. I don't really know. I cannot tell the future. If I did, I'd be a trillionaire right now because I would know what stocks to buy. So with that being said, we have, if I win 100%, now I just wanted to tickle my mind because I am not doing 100% options in my portfolio right now. We're pretty much trading with we're actually borrowing $20,000 of margin right now. And, let's just look. So we're borrowing $20,000 of margin right now. And then the rest of my own personal money, we're doing $6,700 of my own personal money, guys. So in all actuality, we're, what I'm saying, with we're more margin than we are anything. And I don't recommend you guys doing that starting out. Can you just say you started the middle of that last year? Yeah, but guys, I've been in the markets for well over 7 years now. I'm getting close to being in the markets for a decade. And so I know primarily, I've been in downturns. I've been in stuff that, has been like, so if you're starting out in the markets, guys, I don't recommend doing this. Spend some time in the markets, be a dividend investor, be a buy and hold guy, a long-term investor. I'm a long-term investor, but guys, I use option strategies as a vehicle to, give me some monthly income. Now, if I win 100% options right now, my portfolio is worth like $44,000 if you watched my video, a couple weeks ago. It might be up or down, from that. I don't entirely know right now. But, if we did $40,000 and let's just say I sold it all right now, we would actually have 44,000. But let's just say 40,000, and then we're still doing the margin of 20K. Guys, I'd be making, at 2%, $1,200 a month. If we go all the way to 29, I'm sitting here making, $3,972 a month. Guys, it's pretty easy. It's pretty in the bag, guys. But guys, this is the strategy. This is my plan for my main account. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about it. Like, comment, subscribe. Is this realistic to some of your guys' plan? Like, are you guys doing options, or what is your dividend strategy to get to where you want your portfolio to be at, guys? Let me know in the comments, guys. I love you. Peace.